Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today has been a really crazy day. Originally, I planned on starting the day like early this morning, working on my little creative corner that Mr. Author gave me. As most of you know, last year we lost our corgi Rupert and it's been like hard and difficult ever since then. Honestly, like we've had no urge to even think about getting another dog. But today I was scrolling on Facebook and one of my friends shared this post and it was about this husky who was surrendered. I think his owner was homeless, so the husky was extremely underweight. He couldn't stand. His paws were swollen. He had heart issues. Like part of the post was that he had to be picked up today by 11 a.m. or they were going to euthanize him. And I don't know. I just felt like I couldn't not do anything, especially after we'd spent like the last year dealing with Rupert and all of his health issues because, he had cancer. And so I just thought, if we have the means to be able to help this dog out, and even if we were just going to foster him and get him back to good health for someone else to adopt him, then that was fine. And I called Mr. Author and we talked about it. I went up to the shelter because it said that he had to be picked up by 11 and it was like 10 o'clock. So I didn't want him to be euthanized because that was literally part of the post. It was on the table. It was like, if you don't, we will euthanize him because his health conditions are just too severe. And they didn't have the means to be able to like basically nurse him back to health. By the time I got there, they told me that someone had already fostered him. And I was like, okay, cool, great. That's perfectly fine. As I was leaving, because I had talked to like most of the staff that morning, one of the staff members was like, are you leaving? And I was like, yes. And he's like, well, why don't you have a look around? And I was like, no, it's okay. I just came specifically to like help this dog out and whatever. And he's like, all right. And I was like, okay, cool. So like walked to the car, I got in the car and I don't know, I just felt like maybe I should just like go look around. And so I looked for like an hour and this one dog who I felt so sad for him. He reminded me of Hazel when I first got her because Hazel's a rescue. He was surrendered earlier this month. He's an older dog. He's about 5. He was so sad and you could tell he just wasn't used to being in a shelter. So I don't know, me and Mr. Author just kind of made the decision at the moment and said, let's get him. And so we are fostering and I don't know, that's like where we're at right now. That's what we did today. So that's why I didn't jump up this morning to paint my little office corner. So it's the afternoon now. I'm going to get started on painting this corner. I went yesterday. I got all the paint supplies. I got the paint that I needed. I even got a new drill because my Amazon one broke. And today we are going to paint the corner because I need to get it ready. Honestly, I need to get it up and ready and out of the way by the time our new house guest gets here tomorrow. So that's the plan. All right, so here's the corner. I got this really cute rug yesterday. It's a checkered rug and I just couldn't say no to it, honestly. And then I got the paint right here. Now, before I paint, all of this has got to go, obviously. We're gonna move everything out of here, clean the walls, including you, Grimaldi. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do first, and then we're gonna paint. The walls. Okay, friends, we're gonna paint now. Wait for me. But first, I need to change. last second decision because I cannot survive without an accent wall, and I have leftover paint from when I painted our bookcase and our accent wall in the living room, and it just happens to be blue, which is also this blue, so we're gonna do that. Finished painting, and now we're going to mount the new dry erase board on the wall. Also, I made this accent wall and I muraled it out myself. Doesn't it look cool? Anyways, Mr. Author is gonna help. And here we go. So take that off. I actually do have a tape measure.
How far? We do this.
Lift it up a little more. Lower a little bit.
What?
I guess it's stuck on this side.
You even said that.
Oh.
You were like, I guess it'll be fun against the wall, so you go, I thought that you understood why you, and I was like, oh, I guess that's where you wanted it.
Weird, I thought I'd be able to slide it at least.
I think if I said that, it was like, you're probably good. I'm gonna like Don tomorrow. Actually, I can see you liking him.
Most of you probably already know about George if you're following me on Instagram, and if not, George is the Great Pyrenees that we adopted from a shelter recently, and that is why my creative corner was kind of put on hold, but he's actually proven to be adjusting fairly well, and he kind of follows us around everywhere, so there was no need to give him the creative corner, I guess you could say. I put down like pee pads, I put his bed in there, I put his food in there, but other than like food, he doesn't go in there. And so today I'm just going to turn it back into my creative corner. I've already painted it. I painted it like a light blue, but then I realized that I like in my creative spaces, I like kind of dark colors. They help me kind of focus more. And so I changed it to like a dark blue, which is like the leftover paint from my bookshelf, our bookshelf that I painted. So that's the color that we're going with. Yeah, and so now I guess I'm just gonna go and we're gonna fix it up and take all of George's things that he doesn't care for out of there. I mean, he slept in our room last night, and we've been having him sleep like in the living room, kind of in the open, and just watching him. And we've been like taking shifts, sleeping either on the couch or in the guest room, just kind of near him. But he's proven that he can be trusted a little bit. He hasn't had an accident. And I'm going to knock on wood when I say that because, you know, you never know with dogs, but he's kind of adjusting. And so that's why I'm going to go ahead and he has not used like the creative corner at all to pee. So yeah. So currently this is the creative corner. I call it a corner because it is a corner. It's like a little mini den. First of all, I put down all of these pads and then I put this gate here to be able to like keep him in here just in case so he wouldn't, you know, have accidents in the house. Literally just launched himself over the gate. So we've got George's stuff here in the corner. We had his food and water in here and some toys, but that's in the kitchen now because he just kind of does his own thing and can't be told what to do. And then this is like where I was organizing all my stuff, but I took everything, including my decorations, out because I didn't want him to knock them over because he's a big guy and his presence is felt. And then yesterday I actually put up my posters of myself and my journey, and I used my whiteboard a little bit, which I'm super excited about. And then this was the Ring camera we installed before we left because we were trying to keep him in here and watch him because we went to dinner yesterday for Mr. Author's birthday. And yeah, he just launched himself over the gate, so that was a failure. So we're going to take this out of here because I don't want a Ring camera in my corner, and this goes like right down the middle, which is annoying. Yeah. Everywhere. Like he only lays in here if I'm in here. So what we're gonna do is we're for sure gonna keep his bed and stuff in here. I'm gonna move it around to where I can maneuver around it. But yeah, he just kind of like will follow and lay wherever we are. And that's what he's doing right now. So okay, let's get started. We're gonna pull up all these little pee pads because they haven't even been used and get them out of here. Yeah. Hi, George. He's such a lazy boy. This is the new cart that I got. It's huge. I got some organizers to go in it, and I made sure to get a bamboo top because that has actually been a problem for me. My other cart is like so small and everything just kind of overflows out of it. Okay, so this is the cozy corner in its entirety. There's Hazel. I've got one of my whiteboards here, which I'm trying to probably gonna blur this because y'all are so nosy. And then this is the side where basically all the magic happens. This is my whiteboard, another whiteboard that I have. Here is where I want to keep sticky notes, but it honestly ended up being like a cute little board for all of my friends and Mr. Author and all of that, all of his sweet notes to me, just like reminders not to give up, basically. Up here, we have my bucket list calendar. I felt it would do better in here. We're going to change this tomorrow because tomorrow's the first day of March. And we're actually going to try and go through with it this month. We're going to do it. We're going to force ourselves because sometimes you need to force yourself to have like whimsy. Obviously, this is the big whiteboard. Hopefully this is blurred by the time I put this up because I know y'all love to just be nosy. And so this is my poster from my book signing that I had when I first released Pet. And then this was from years ago when I had done the first publication of Deadly Vows and I had a mini book signing. So that was interesting. And here is my new card. It's ginormous. Okay, we're gonna do like a little tour of this one. So I got this, isn't this cute? So this is basically a mug rug, which is like just a coaster made out of like rug stuff. But I got this from Mimi Yarnworks on Etsy and it's so freaking cute. I got another one on my desk. Moving on, this is where I'm gonna keep all my books and it's so nice because I can just like reach in and easily like pull it out and then just like pop it back in. I mean, so easy. I had nowhere kind of like I use all these books are like journals and stuff that I write in. Like it's got my initials, my new initials since I got married. My husband got this for me, Mr. Author. I journal in this. I keep up with all of my finances. I keep up with all of my royalties. Everything important to my life is in here. It has to do with like me and my career as an author. This is my sketchbook. I got this recently because I wanted to get back into sketching and drawing. I kind of just fell off because I think I just got overwhelmed with how artists on Instagram do it so well. And I used to do it just for fun. And I'm not saying I was perfect, but I was decent. And so I wanted to get back into it. This is my original journal when I like first ever started writing notes and stuff down outside of my computer. This is my more recent journal, my second one, which I still kind of write in it a little bit. I used it recently for band stuff when I had my band. And this is a Better Everyday journal. It basically gives you prompts to write about. I'm trying to stay on top of it. Not very good at it because journaling is kind of like a trigger for depression for me. Like if I write too much about how I'm feeling, I like start getting sad. And then this is my watercolor that I haven't really used, but it's watercolor paint. And then this is like one of my favorite journals because it looks like a book, but it's not. It's like where I kept all of my pet notes for Torment. So yeah. This is like the hobby corner. I'm trying to make it into the hobby shelf. This is my clay is in here. I got a clay like separator that will keep everything nice and not dry. This is cute little molds because I want to try and make chibi characters for the pet series basically. As keychains, that would be so fun to me. Sponge for it. This is like the acrylic stand that I use when I sculpt. It keeps everything like not sticking
all of that. And then this is all the tools for sculpting. So that stays back there. And then this right here is like my little mic puffs for my camera. And Hazel's collar is in here because sometimes when I'm cleaning, I'm just like, I need to get it out of the way. So yeah. But yeah, that is a tour of the cart. Now we're going to move on to the shelf. I got it from IKEA, put it together myself. These little baskets also were separate. This is my new bag that I got, my new computer bag. I love it. It's kind of like a vintage looking like bag. Here I want to keep all of like, this is my calendar, this is my sketchbook, my giant sketchbook, and then this is my little nook stuff. Like I create little miniature scenes and stuff, and this is one that I still have to do. And then obviously my camera and all that stays in here. This one right here has some more hobby stuff in it. I've got like my knitting in here. I got the top. This is obviously pet because it's keeping me motivated. Little speaker because I need music in here. Plants. Y'all, I'm trying so hard to keep these guys alive. This has been like, I cannot keep plants alive for some reason, and I am trying so hard with these guys. I've got my colors, and then I got this for Mr. Author for our anniversary one year. He's really into magic, and this is us at Halloween, and I just thought that was cute. But I put it in here because it was in here when I took his office, and so I just kept that in here. I've got my little mini calendar, my book loft candle. Smells so freaking good. Do yourself a favor, get it. It'll change your life, actually. And my plant that I could never kill is right here. And then we've got my picture with Mr. Author from a few years ago. But yeah, this is the cozy corner. Okay, well, that is the cozy creative corner. I keep saying cozy because I love cozy things. I know I'm doing a lot of yapping in this video, but I really want to just like express myself more. I want to talk about what's on my mind, and I don't want to think like, oh, they don't want to hear this, so blah, blah, blah. Because I get really in my head, and you know, people actually do want to hear things. And I know I say that a lot, but I have to keep saying it out loud because then I'll like believe it. So this is basically my cozy creative corner. I want to keep it nice and cozy because I want to be in here. And I call it creative corner because it's more than just like an extension of my office. It's where I want to do like my hobbies. It's where I want to decompress from my computer and just maybe focus on notes and everything else that comes with writing, maybe planning out my schedule. I want my computer to be still cozy and cute and like somewhere I want to be, but I want it to be like specifically for writing. And I don't want to like use it to, I don't know, how I can come in here and just kind of decompress and like move on to things. I don't want to just like sit at my computer and just be like, okay, notes, right, notes, right, you know? So that's where I'm at with that. I'm really excited about this corner. I really, really love it. It makes me, I mean, I'm like, it's given me a little more motivation. At the beginning of the year, I had some goals that I had set for myself, and I'm just feeling a little discouraged. I wrote about it in one of my journals that around February, I was feeling a little discouraged. When you're in this kind of business, and when I say that, I mean the business of like basically working for yourself, creating like your own business, keeping up with all of that, you really just have to ignore being discouraged and push yourself. And so that's where I'm at right now. I have to remind myself that I've only been published for 2 years and I'm doing pretty well for that. It's only been 2 years. I think it's just sometimes it's hard separating that it's only been 2 years that I've been published, but it's been 10 years plus that I've been writing. Like I've been writing like on Wattpad and stuff since like 2014 or 2013. Like it's been a very long time. And so now I'm just reaching that point to where the physical of my books like exist for people to read and review and purchase and all of that. And so obviously I would love to just like shoot to the top, but I know it's going to take time, the same way it did with like writing. So in the meantime, we are building. But thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this tour slash yap sesh slash whatever else I put in this video. I don't know at this point because I've got so much footage. So we're going to put something together for you, but I hope you enjoy it. I hope to see you next time. And yeah, read my books. Okay. Bye.